Hello everyone, I am King Vector 11. I have decided to take the initiative to update you guys on a recent issue, especially for PC players, that's been a major catastrophic error going on through GTA Online, specifically through the Diamond Casino Heist, or arcade property, that Rockstar has finally identified after the past 4 years, in which Rockstar has finally taken action to disable the Diamond Casino Heist, let alone being able to set up your arcade or even purchase it now, until they permanently resolve this issue. Now I'll go through a little bit of notes and news that I have even like to show you in person so you don't feel like I edited anything. But I like to take the initiative on my channel right now as best as I could, as early as I could, as soon as I hear any updates. I would like to let you guys know of anything new that's happened so that you may proceed to commence doing Diamond Casino Heists once again. But as far as I'm concerned, this was a long time awaiting error to finally take place after Rockstar has tried their very best to add bug after bug after bug, 50 years later, bug after bug after bug in the Diamond Casino Heist, upon it being the first heist to be released that gave a substantial payout in GTA Online compared to any other heist back when that was the most recent heist that was released. Everything else just paid 100,000, meh, so on and so forth. This was a time when the auto shops never existed. This was a time when Dr. Dre's Don't Fuck With Dre missions never existed. The data leaks. This was a time that KO Perico was never a thing when they released the Diamond Casino Heist for the first time, and which a lot of players have taken motivation to play this heist and made themselves millions of dollars, especially when speedrunning it, doing it within 30-40 minutes. And Rockstar did not like the fact that players were grinding the ever-living shit out of this heist, were making millions of dollars, millions, almost 10 million a day, especially if they had friends setting it up and they just did it one shot back to back through everyone's arcade as they did. So Rockstar started adding bugs to ensure profit loss, in which if you really wanted money so badly, the next resort would to be, well, shark cards. And I'm only saying this from experience because I have witnessed numerous bugs, especially trying to do the heist myself with a few people, in which I personally, that's what made me lose interest even from doing the heist. So to this day, I still hold diamond loot in my Diamond Casino since the year 2021. And that was the most latest heist that I haven't even done yet, that I just have sitting there collecting dust because I really have no interest doing this. But now, long time awaited, after these numerous bugs have been introduced, that there was a sudden vulnerability that has taken effect, which I like to show you through this website over here, where just recently, this morning actually, it was just 24 hours later after it was initially, let's say, brought to the public's attention through Rockstar support, where they have finally completely disabled the Casino Heist intro and the purchase of an arcade property as an additional measure. So reading through the comments, by the way, first of all, this only affects PC players, first of all. And if you want context of what is going on, there was a vulnerability that was identified after years. Thank you, Rockstar. Finally, you finally woke up after smelling freaking bleach, whatever the heck you smelled this morning, because coffee made you fall asleep faster for the past 4 years. And about 3 players recently were reportedly affected. Their money, rank, and appearance were altered and thrown into bad sport, and Rockstar disabled the casino heist setups yesterday. Well, of course, yesterday being the 13th, since that was written 8 hours ago, and has now disabled the introduction to further protect players. Someone else has stated that money rank in bad sports mode seems to be what standard mod males can do. Yeah, of course, a modder could have done that as soon as you've completed your Diamond Casino Heist or something. That's great. Seeing reports, there seems to be more seeing reports of remote crash, exploit, whatever. But he has responded, which is why I respect this guy a lot. This is different than the standard cheats. The exploit allows the cheater to modify stats on your end. This is how your money rank, appearance, bad sport, blah blah, and every stat can be altered. But this can further expand outside the game's scope, hence remote crash exploit. So the way I understand it is, if a modder modifies stats on your end, well, a modder modifies the stats on your end, but if it's modified through the game's codes because catastrophic fuck-ups happened, well, it's remotely happening through the game itself, and there's nothing anyone could do besides, well, sit back and watch their account suffer. I'm glad they identified it quickly. Yeah, it took only 4 fucking years, because the same thing happened to me like 4 years ago when I completed one heist. All of my money was gone. I never saved any outfits, and my character that was wearing his own stuff wasn't really touched. My RP wasn't changed. My cars were still fine, and I tended to. I'm still, anyways, against very salty, stupid players, anyways, who just keep killing me for no reason, even if I'm trying to follow them just to offer help or something. I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, there was once I did a heist and my money was dropped, and I never noticed until it kept spamming me with notifications. Error. You don't have you have insufficient funds. Blah blah blah. And like, insufficient funds for what? I didn't purchase anything. I'm in the middle of a street next to freaking Vespucci police station. And then when I leave the menu, I press Z to see my RP, which is totally fine. I see them have players there, which was in a public lobby. It was totally fine. And my money that was down to 0. And I never even had a chance to modify a single car that I wanted to modify. I was like, what the frick happened to my money? So from then, I had to find quick ways to make a couple extra dollars through missions, through nightclub, you name it, and I was just barely able to make enough to be able to wait for those payments to go through so I can finally use my mechanic to deliver cars for me. Because mind you, if you have no money and your mechanic wants to get paid from your pockets and you have no money, your mechanic will be disabled until the next time you are able to make the payment. So for 48 minutes, I was in GTA Online suffering from not being able to call in any vehicle from my garage, and I kept forgetting, and I'm like, yeah, let me just call in this vehicle. Oh, wait, fuck, true. And I was back within, like, the first 2-3 months when the Diamond Casino Heist first released. I was back in the year 2020. So it took them 4 fucking years before they finally realized it kept getting progressively worse, and now is doing this stuff right over here, which is quite painful for Rockstar to sleep behind the wheel behind these issues escalating. But now that it's escalated to a more noticeable impact towards players, now Rockstar finally woke up. Congratulations! And I honestly agree with this person, stating it's crazy how Rockstar is one of the largest and by far the most profitable gaming company in the world. Yeah, especially look how much money they're making from GTA Plus. Yet they have the worst security in AAA gaming. That is the best line I've ever read about Rockstar games. That just explains Rockstar in a nutshell. There's nothing that explains any better than this. I've tried saying it numerous times on numerous videos. Some may believe me, some have probably stated, no, Rockstar is the best company because they allow me to mod in $10 million every hour if I wanted to my account, and I'm totally fine. Woohoo. Yeah, okay, that's... Congratulations, yeah, okay. Anyways, whoever wants to read through all these comments, I will use this link. I will put the link in the description below for those who wants to read through that. But as far as I'm concerned, just to end this video off on a funny note, when I've seen this for the first time ever, when Rockstar Support themselves, by the way, Rockstar Support, have written on their Twitter, yeah, obviously, they have written, we have identified a vulnerability with GTA Online on PC and made a temporary change to protect players. More information available in their ticket right here, which even if I click this again, which is basically the same thing as this, but if I click this, this is basically what it is. Why are you making this temporary change? We have made a temporary change to GTA Online PC to protect players from an identified vulnerability. We continue to monitor the issue. Latest updates below. This was different earlier on in the day. I have just had to like pause this video to be able to take the snip that was posted on a GTA Online Discord server, a GTA Online related Discord server early in the day, which was, by the way, this was updated June 13th, which is the difference between this being updated June 14th, which is today. Rockstar initially said, well, one line here and one line there, and that's it. But now, of course, you can see the difference where they've stated 3 dotted lines. So whoever wants to read this, go right ahead or forever hold your peace. But this is gone. I don't need this anymore because this is the updated version. Well, how does this impact players? GTA Online PC players, I like to remind you, are not able to access casino heists until a permanent fix is in place. This we already know. Well, this, I said fucking this, we already know. This, though, players who already own the arcade will not be able to launch casino heists or arcade setup missions until a permanent fix is in place. The arcade setup missions, I would assume, is not only setting up when you scope out the casino to see what loot is available, but also collecting your materials, your clothing, your getaway vehicle, whatever you name it, your equipment that you need, your weapons, whatnots, your drills, key cards even. I'm assuming all those are disabled as well, even if it's the missions where you basically make your heist easier by killing some dug-in freaking security guys to make the guys, you know, hold little like pew pew shitsters, whatever. Those missions as well, I believe, are disabled as well permanently, well, at least temporarily, until a permanent fix is in place. So that's, I guess, a little bit of new information, but we technically already know that is to be expected. And it was also stated, players who do not own the arcade, basically new players even if they must, will not be able to purchase the property until a permanent fix is in place. So even if you play GTA like I have this afternoon, you're still able to call in vehicles from your arcade garage. But as far as I'm concerned, I do not think it's... I would like to say it's safe to believe that you just cannot enter your property at all, just completely ignored. I'm sure you're still able to use the vehicles in, like I have stored my Toreador in there. I'm able to call it through a mechanic and everything's fine with that. I wouldn't think anything catastrophic or major has happened from then, at least I don't think so, except that I've come across some shitheads today, but I digress. But still, after reading, we have identified vulnerability, I was so close, okay? I was so close to literally saying, I was this close to responding to this tweet with, we have identified a vulnerability with our GTA Online game, but please send us a copy of your DXDiag or MSInfo32 file so we can investigate our issue further. That's literally Rockstar support in a fucking nutshell. They know they have problems with their games, but especially this person, which I definitely feel bad for, who is trying to get in contact with someone about an issue. I definitely feel bad about this person where Rockstar support has responded, but I have a feeling that if he took it to a personal Rockstar support, you know, confidential ticket, the first thing that they would state is what I've just told you. Please send us the information of your DXDiag or MSInfo32 file so we can investigate our issue further because we believe it's your problem, you players. And yeah, they're kind of right that it's some of the players out there that's causing an issue with the game, but what's Rockstar doing about it? Well, as far as I'm concerned, Rockstar is still sitting back drinking heavy loads of caffeine until they literally pass out for being over-caffeinated, which is apparently a thing. If you over-caffeinate yourself, you eventually just make yourself so relaxed. It a little bit at the beginning may make you stimulated, but I guess for some, I don't know, some makes you sleep faster, some makes them more stimulated, I don't know. But still, I guess in Rockstar's case, they've over-caffeinated themselves to the point that they've fallen asleep for the past 4 years, and now that something slapped them in the face that went beyond even what issue I had 4 years ago, that finally Rockstar's like, oh, we have issues! We have issues. We have to fix it. And honestly, they were asking for it, especially if they keep modders in the game that keep screwing the game endlessly. There's going to be another vulnerability that even modders are going to find, like they've already found numerous vulnerabilities through Rockstar security and they're still not doing anything to this moment. Finally, Diamond Casino Heist is disabled because there was a remote crash exploit discovered, an RCE basically, which doesn't really crash, it just manipulates your game into the worst scenario possible. And Rockstar finally figured something that was actually like going on, and then it was brought to their attention, and now they are finally investigating an issue, which finally, 1 day later, that's all they've done. Just address that, oh, there's an issue. Then we're investigating. Anyways, I know this was my initial video to bring this to your attention as far as I'm concerned. I do not know when they're going to fix it. Hopefully they're going to fix it before the Bounty Hunter DLC releases. You know, the one where they're going to get vigilante missions. The one that I've already made a video on it last week. Hopefully they're going to fix it before that DLC, or even give a fix with the DLC if they must. But as far as I'm concerned, Rockstar, they've asked for it. They've added problems into the game, they've let problems into their game, and all they do is just sit back and count their microtransactions that they're making. And that's why I always pinpoint at GTA Plus and Shark Cards and say that it's complete bullshit for especially GTA Plus to exist for this day. Because what are they doing with that money? They're not giving back to the players. They're giving back uniquely to those who are buying GTA Plus by giving them more content than anyone else would get, such as the new Overflood Pipistrello that's going to exist for uniquely GTA Plus players a week before every other player on all platforms, PC and new gen included, will be able to receive this vehicle. because that's how much Rockstar is literally babysitting GTA Plus members at this point. But everyone else can go screw themselves, especially PC, because PC players have no access to GTA Plus, no access to expanded and enhanced content, and therefore us PC players can go fuck ourselves right in the ass. Well, guess what, Rockstar? Why don't you go find an electric pole 10,000 volts and shove it ye deep where the sun don't shine, because that's where it fucking belongs, you fucking dumb fucks, man. Fucking wake up and smell the freaking electric volts staticking out of your hair and making you look like freaking Edward Scissorhands or whatever the frick. Puffier hair than Albert Einstein. I don't fucking know. Just wake up, Rockstar. It's been 4 years that this issue has existed, and now that it got worse, that other people have started noticing it after finally coming back to have interest in playing their game, if they even had the interest to begin with. Now that the issue is bigger, now you're taking care of it. Thank you, Rockstar, for finally paying attention, but I wonder when they're going to fix it. Anyways, I'm going to do my best to keep an update on this as best as possible for you guys. Of course, all of these links, except this one, well, that's a repeat. I'm going to post these links that I have up here in the description below. Hope you guys do enjoy this update from me. I'll do my best to even make content shorter than this if I must, but this is just the initial explanation of what is going on. As far as Rockstar noticing something uniquely with Diamond Casino Heists, and obviously it doesn't surprise me, it was long awaited to happen until this point, but, you know, I'm the only one who has been stating these issues, and everyone was not believing me and thought that the heist was perfectly normal, because Rockstar is complete bullshit, and I guess they got used to smelling it, I don't fucking know, but here we go! The issue finally came out, and haunted them like the freaking devil. It's like Rockstar felt so immune to their codes not counteracting against each other and finally causing this catastrophic fuck up. It's like Rockstar, an employee, a developer, walks into an abandoned house, douses the entire building in gasoline, and expects to light a match and drop it on the floor and have nothing happen to himself as long as he leaves the building and lets the game work on its own, and still the fire's gonna put itself out. That's not how it works, developers. You put more gas into the fire is eventually going to self-combust into the biggest bomb you've never seen before, and that's what's going to happen. And look what happened. It finally blew up, and now you're like, oh shit, I didn't think that was going to happen. Well, now you have to look through your hundreds of bugs that you put into this heist to find a fix. Good luck. You're going to need it. 4 years of freaking broken codes. Good luck, Rockstar. They literally built a pyramid from the tip down, from base up. Good luck! You make one wrong Jenga move, the whole building collapses, and GTA might even fall so corrupt beyond corrupt, you may not even be able to open it without your computer getting a blue screen of death for a malfunction program that has affected your PC so catastrophically that it shuts down itself before GTA Online could become so vulnerable through having so much access to anything through your computer that's gonna take the whole thing down with itself if I wanted to. That's how corrupt GTA is. But I might be being a little too exaggerated at this point. Let's just hope it does not happen. Okay? That's all I want to say for this video. I know I kept it 18 minutes. I thought I could keep it shorter, but again, I'm just ranting on and on and on. Rockstar, fix your shit, and you guys who wants to keep update with my videos, of course, I'm gonna try my best to keep it within the 5-minute time frames, but if you know me, I like ranting, especially if it's bringing up bullshit like this. I love pointing out bullshit, and now that it's finally come out to reality uniquely from the horse's mouth, I will leech off of it like a bat out of hell, like it was no tomorrow, like I would die if I never made a video of this kind today. I love making content like this. I love giving criticism, and you know why? It's because I care about the old Rockstar as it used to be, that the new Rockstar has become the polar opposite of becoming a money-hungry, greedy piece of shit that just wants our money, rather than the old Rockstar back in the earliest of 2000s who tried pushing quality. In which now, mentioning this, I fear for the future of GTA 6 once again. I just like to bring that up. Anyways, I'm already almost at the 20-minute mark. I'm gonna stop right here before I keep on going. Thank you for watching, and if you wish to stay tuned for more updates like this, go right ahead. But as far as I'm concerned, I will bring up to you future updates whenever it comes out. I know it was an 8-hour delay since the last update that was written. Probably even 10-hour delay. I am sorry about that. I was busy this morning, but still, days. And yeah, I'll try my best to keep it as short as possible. Thank you for watching, and yeah, let's hope Rockstar finally fixes their shit before it blows up into catastrophic diarrhea. Before it's too late. Fuck.